to today's video. Those of you that are new to my channel, hi, my name is Maria, and I'd just like to give a shout out to all those that have subscribed to my channel already. I really appreciate it, and I just love being part of this beauty community. So today's video is all about the March favorites. I think nearly all of these products I've reviewed and did videos for these during that month. If I have, I will link them up above if you want to have a more in-depth look at how these products work. Some of them I am wearing today. But first I'm going to start off with a fail. It is the only fail, and I'd heard really good things about this mascara, but it just doesn't seem to work for me. I don't know whether I got a dud. It is the Benefit Roller Lash, and it just doesn't seem to put much product onto my lashes, and I don't mind the brush and the way it is because Burberry has one quite similar, and I really love that mascara, but this seems to be quite dry going on. It doesn't place much product on. I find it really difficult to layer, and I'm just not sure why it happened. As I said, it may be that I got one that just isn't quite right. Maybe it's a bit old, been on the shelf too long. I'm not too sure, but for me, this is a fail because I don't really like to waste product. I can't hand mascara on to anyone. I think that's really unhygienic to do that. So unfortunately, unless I try and use this up, then I'm just going to have to throw it away. But a fail for me. So let's get into my favorites for the month of March. And I'm going to start off with foundations, and both of these I have reviewed. One's a powder, one's a liquid foundation. The first foundation is the Burberry Matte Glow Foundation, and I got this in the colour Medium Natural, number 50, and I had only just heard about this foundation recently. I saw it on a YouTube video. It was from Aileen at A Merch Beauty, and she tried it on, and she has the same skin type as me, quite oily, so I thought I would buy it and give it a go, and I really love it. It's a beautiful lightweight foundation that gives really good coverage on the skin. It doesn't crease, and it doesn't show in lines and wrinkles. It doesn't move throughout the day. It doesn't have a cakey look, and it stays put throughout the day as well, but still gives not a flat matte look. Even with powder over the top, it still has a really lovely glow on it. So I will be reaching for this foundation. It's now coming into autumn and winter here in New Zealand, but I still think this will be perfect for that, and really good in the summertime as well. The powder foundation that I tried was really a first for me. I had tried a powder foundation about 18 months or 2 years ago, and I hated it. I wore it a couple of times and I just threw it out. So I was a bit skeptical about buying this one, but I absolutely love it. I'm wearing it today, and I don't seem to have to put a powder again on top to set it. It stays really well. I've been wearing this foundation for at least 2 or 3 hours this morning, and it looks as good as when I put it on. And it is the Fenty Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Powder Foundation, and I got this in the color 260. This is what it looks like in the pan. You can lift it up there, and it has a small sponge inside. I have been putting this foundation on with a BK beauty brush. It's the BK Beauty Brush 106, and it's quite a small, dense, round brush, but not too firm, and I find it really good for buffing in this foundation. This foundation gives a strong medium finish. It is buildable, so you can have it as sheer as you want and just keep building it up, and it builds absolutely beautiful. I tend to like a medium towards full coverage foundation, and this just performs absolutely beautifully. It wore really well throughout the day. It didn't move round. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin, which I thought it would, being a powder foundation, but it absolutely doesn't do that. I absolutely love it, and I really recommend this for oily skin people but would like to try a powder foundation. This would be a great one to start with. And next is the mascara that definitely isn't a fail. I actually bought this a couple of months ago, but I wanted to mention it because I have been buying quite a few mascaras, and I did do a couple of months ago a review on this when I was trying the eyeshadows as well. And when I tried it, I wasn't too sure about it. I liked it, but I wasn't too sure whether it was because I layered it a few times or because of this unique brush that it has with the mascara. But I've been trying it again this last month, and I've worn it quite a few times, at least half a dozen times, and I'm wearing it again today, and I absolutely love it. And this is the By Terry Lash Expert Twist Brush, and has the two different length brushes. You twist the top and you get a longer brush when you first put on your mascara, and then you twist the brush back to the number 2 and you get a small shorter brush that's thicker to add volume. And I absolutely love this mascara. And now, because I've worn it for quite a few times, I can say that it does not transfer on my oily skin. I don't get those black dots you can sometimes get on your brow bone. I've worn it when I've even had a nap in the afternoon, and it doesn't transfer. And really just a beautiful mascara, and I highly recommend it. And there's a few blushes that are my next favorites, and I have some powder blushes and also some stick blushes as well. The first is the Vieve face palette, and I got this in rose coral, and this has been around for quite a while, but I thought I would purchase it because I really love the Vieve eyeshadows. And this is the blush palette. This has a gorgeous formula. It is beautifully pigmented, and if you watch the video where I tried it out, it's actually super pigmented. You have huge payoff when you just tap your brush in and start blending it on your cheeks, but you can tone it down if you want to as well. This blends beautifully and lasts throughout the day. If you would like a palette that has a few different colors in it, then I really recommend this one. It is absolutely gorgeous. And the other blushes that are favorites for mine are from a brand that I hadn't used before, and this is from Vieve, and I ordered this directly from their website in the UK, and I got the order within a week. I ordered the eyeshadow palette and a lipstick and 3 blushes, and I got the colors in Cherub, Piazza, and Sorbet. The blushes were their new releases, so I'll quickly show them to you. The first color is Sorbet. Really beautiful blushes, and they blend beautifully, they last really well, and they have huge payoff. Really gorgeous blushes. The next color that I got was Cherub, which is a really pretty pink color and absolutely lovely. And the last one I got is the color Piazza, and this has deep rose tones in it and is absolutely gorgeous. This is the one I tried in one of my videos, so if I remember, I will put the link above so you can have more of a look. Really, really lovely blushes. And 2 stick blushes that I wore are Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear stick blushes, and these are really, really gorgeous. The one that I tried in a video and absolutely loved is the color Wild Berry. It's this one here, and it is just a beautiful red color and looks absolutely stunning on the cheeks. I put this on with my fingers and tapped it on, and it just blends like a dream. Absolutely stunning. So these are a beautiful formula. They're really, really creamy to the touch and just last really well throughout the day and just give that beautiful soft glow to your cheeks. Absolutely gorgeous. The one I'm wearing today is the color in Daring Peach, and this is more of a softer color, as you can see, but still gives a beautiful, beautiful look to the skin, has that gorgeous glow to it, and is absolutely gorgeous. These stick blushes do have a slight scent to them, but it's not overwhelming. It's very, very subtle, and really as soon as you put it on, the fragrance goes, and you certainly don't smell it throughout the day or anything like that. But if you don't like to have fragrance in your cosmetics, then you'll probably want to stay away from these. Otherwise, I really recommend them. They're absolutely beautiful. And a skincare product that I have repurchased and bought again in March. I'd been without it for a few weeks and I really, really missed it. So for me to repurchase a skincare item, it must mean that it's really, really good and is certainly one of my favorites. And this is the Tatcha, the Rice Wash. I've mentioned this a few times before. I just absolutely love it. And even though I don't use physical exfoliators on my face, I just find that you don't really need them. This does have very fine little pieces in. Whether it's from rice or not, I'm not sure, but they are very, very gentle. So this is the one that I use in the evening, and I'm pretty generous with my skincare when I use it, but this one you really only need a tiny amount, and that washes my whole face and my neck as well. And the smell of this is absolutely gorgeous. I've said it before, but it just smells like a spa. It is just a beautiful cleanser, especially to use in the evening when you're taking all your makeup off and it's just part of that relaxing routine. Absolutely love it. I will always be repurchasing this product, and I'm going to have to purchase even more Tatcha products because I just love this one so much. I really need to give some of the others a go as well. And now on to some of the eyeshadows that I tried in March and I absolutely love. And the first one is the Pat McGrath Divine Rose Luxe Quad in Eternal Eden. These are really beautiful colours. I did see some reviews where people were perhaps maybe a little bit underwhelmed, but I think this is absolutely beautiful, and it can be used as an everyday, or it can be applied a bit more heavily and add some eyeliner and also a great evening look as well. I love colours like this. I love the pinks and the roses. I know some people are getting a bit sick of the pinks, but I absolutely love them, and it is amazing Pat McGrath quality. They blend beautifully, and I don't regret buying this at all. I'm really pleased that it's part of my eyeshadow collection. I wore it again the other day. I've reached for it a couple of times when I'm not trying out new eyeshadows. I do reach for this quad because I just think it gives an absolutely beautiful, soft look. Absolutely gorgeous. And another eyeshadow quad that I tried out, and this is my second eyeshadow quad from Dior, and this is the 5 Couleurs Couture, and these are known as the Quince, and I got this in the shade Metza. I did a try on with this, absolutely gorgeous. I just think these shades are really, really pretty. I've actually bought a couple more Quince since because the formula is just so beautiful. It just blends like a dream, and you can get quite a few different looks. You can go dark or you can go light. You can use it as everyday makeup, or you can smoke it out for an evening look. These are just stunning formulas and I absolutely love them. And I'm probably going to just slowly build up this Quince collection. I just think they're absolutely stunning. And last but not least, a palette that I tried on and gave 3 different looks to. And you can probably guess what it is because I'm wearing it on my eyes today. And that is the Natasha Denona Circo Loco palette. This palette is just absolutely gorgeous. And when I saw it was going to be released, I knew I just had to get it. These are really bold colours for me. And probably by themselves, certainly not maybe an everyday look. This one I'm wearing at the moment is definitely not an everyday look for me, but really fun to try out. And it just shows how beautiful these colours are. So this colour here that I have in the inner part on my eyelid is Snow Cone, and just absolutely gorgeous. I have 3 other colours on my eye as well. One is Fun to Mime, and this is more of a pastel blue. And then I put on Acrobat, which is just gorgeous. Just look at these shades and the payoff you get. And then finally I use the colour Electric and put this more on the outer corner of my eye and a little bit in the crease. And I also put a little bit down here on my lower lash line. These are the colours that I use today, and they're just absolutely beautiful. And even though this may not be an everyday look for me or for many people, in the 3 looks that I did, it did show that by using some of the colours and first placing them on and then really taking your time and blending them out, you can get a really beautiful gradient and a much more softer look. It doesn't have to be as dramatic as this. And the formula in this palette is just absolutely impeccable. When you have mature skin, and especially on your eyelids, your skin is a lot looser and shadows can be even more difficult to blend, but I have no difficulty whatsoever blending these shadows. Yes, I have really good eyeshadow brushes as well, and that certainly helps. But I do know with some shadows they can be a bit more difficult to blend out and just sometimes have to take that extra time to get it right with mature skin. But with these I don't have any difficulty whatsoever. I just think this is absolutely stunning and is my favourite eyeshadow palette for the month of March. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you next time. Bye.